Hey, what is going on, everyone? Joe here, and you guys all knew this video was coming. Deadzone Rogue 2's playtest is finally here. About a year and a half ago, I started doing YouTube, and this is one of the first games we covered on the channel. And it started everything with a bang, man. We've got so many videos on the original Deadzone Rogue. If you guys are not familiar with this game, it is an action FPS roguelite, probably one of the better FPS roguelites out there. And you can customize nearly every single thing about your build. Let's jump into the playtest for the sequel and see all the new stuff they've added. We get some difficulty levels, but we are definitely going to go hard mode. Enemies have 25% more health, deal 100% more damage, and move 10% faster. We also get 10% more tech, which we use for meta progression. So let's jump in. No, fellas, those are not tears in your eyes, okay? This is the Deadzone Rogue 2 official loading screen. I could not be more excited, man. We played the first game so much on the channel, so now we just got more content to dive into.
Maybe this time there won't be a bunch of crazy robo-assholes trying to kill me.
Right off the bat, it definitely looks like more Deadzone Rogue, which I am not complaining about. When I booted it up, I did get a choice between 3 different classes. You had a gunslinger that throws grenades. There was a speedster with these sticky bombs you could lodge into enemies and blow up. And then there's the Titan, which we are playing as. And so the Titan can shoot out different force fields and get immune to damage for a duration. So if I shoot you, pop that forward, I turn blue. You dropped a warrior for me, I'll take that. We've got our armor in the bottom left too, so as long as I play this safe, we don't have to worry too much about taking damage. We got boots. Thank you, sir. Was not aware robots wore boots. Warbringer. A slow-firing, hard-hitting heavy weapon, effective at medium range. You guys are dropping a ton of loot right off the bat. All right, so throw this forward. Now you can't hurt me. Knock you out. This is another warrior, except this one is higher rarity, and it can proc amplifier. So that's a brand new element. Yeah, I'll take that. Is there a way to see what that does? We have a glossary. Yeah, amplifier. Spawn an amplifier bot on the target, which increases their damage received by 10%. So this can spawn robots. Yeah. Drone swarm around you, which periodically damages nearby enemies and applies infect. Infected enemies heal you. So this spawns robots and gives us a little bit of lifesteal. There's also magnetic damage. Cool. All right. So now I can get an augmentation. Short range. 10% stagger chance within 8 meters, plus 75% bonus damage reduced by 7.5% for every 1 meter of distance between you and the enemy. So if I want to be really close range, the accelerator, consecutive hits while hip firing, give us more hip fire damage and more movement speed. So every single time I played this game, without a doubt, I always went into sniping and marksmanship. In fact, you guys bust my balls so much for going into marksmanship, but it's so much fun. And if we're doing the brand new game for the very first time, I'm gonna do what I know I like. We're going for marksmanship. And so marksmanship, we move 20% faster while aiming. Weak points are easier to hit. Our shots do 50% more damage, and we can see enemies through walls. So now we gotta get ourselves a nice sniper rifle. That is the plan.
Okay.
I'm sorry, wait, do we have dogs? Can you pet the dogs with bullets? Yeah, there's a dog right there. All right, let's find a safe spot to start this. I'm also very much aware that we've got 0 meta progression. So if there's a bunch of enemies, we can die in seconds in this game. That's always what happens. You feel like you're a beast, you make one mistake, and you're dead. So we want to stop that from happening. This gun is insanely strong. All right, get ready for the force field. Throw that forward, knock you guys out. Dog's coming in hot right here. And we're gonna kill these puppies before we even know what they do. Whatever that was, I don't want to see the end of it. Damage reduction on the helmet. This is a shotgun. It's a primary though. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. It is higher level, but it just doesn't have any status effects. And I want to see exactly what amplifier can get done. This is a bomb. They look a little different in this game. Blood bags, plus 40% health orb healing. plus 5% damage resistance for 4 seconds whenever you apply an elemental debuff to an enemy, plus 30% damage to melee enemies. So that means we'll knock out the dogs a little bit faster. I'm gonna take that. Whatever we can do to give us more damage output. Okay, we got missile dudes. I'm gonna monopolize right here and shoot that. Wait, hold on. Dogs, force field. I did not expect him to fly across the screen like that. All right, you're dead. Oh, we got a melee weapon. Give me that. Let's not melee him as he's about to shoot missiles at me. Just wait for the opportunity. And we got some armor. Damage reduction. I'll take that. Yeah, we don't want the knife. And I think this might be a perk orb, right? Optimizer. So we can go into shields. We could go into nano. So plus 30% nano damage. Nano damage applies infect for 2 seconds, healing you and allies for 1 health. So this would be a really good build setup if you were going into co-op too. But for the sake of something new, I want to try it out. I also want to try out the magnetic energy.
You there, big guy?
7? What the hell happened?
I think Monarch hacked your ship.
Then how is the clone base still working?
Hell if I know. You need to move. You'll need to cross the bridge and take the working lift down to ground level. Our military base was down there. Let's hope you can find something that still flies.
Okay, so we've got a few things here at the Fabricator we could buy. I could level up my gun. I'll go ahead and do that. I also want to level up the quality to my energy ward. So now we've got repulsion. We can also level up the damage here. Let's level up the quality of my energy axe. So it's freeze. Let me see exactly what repulsion does. Summon a repulsive force on the target that pushes nearby enemies away. So we've got even more push on my push. Got it, okay. Superior item. Primary weapons proc your melee weapons element at 50% of their own proc rate. Standing still for 2 seconds grants Fortify as long as you do not move. Fortify grants 50% damage resistance to your next 3 hits, plus 30% damage and 15% movement speed for 5 seconds after exiting stealth. I do like that. That's going to help us out in the beginning of every room. I don't plan on standing still. Well, you have marksman, right? So if you get a sniper and you're aiming, you'll just get value off of this like crazy. So I think I will go ahead and do this. I'm not going to utilize it all the time, but save and quit. Oh, so we can save mid-run now. Nice. All right. You could not do that in the first game. And if we look below the map at the top left, we see we are at room 3 out of 30. So these runs can get pretty long.
Blood, but no bodies. Strange.
All right, let's move over here. I want to try out my new push. Okay, these things are crazy. Knock you out. This enemy we've seen before in the first game. They shoot out little mines that we need to dodge. Nano proc damage. I'll take that. Interesting. I don't remember the armor that you get being aligned to certain elements. So I think that is new. Pop you. Finish you off. This is the same thing. Yeah, we don't want that. Okay, grab myself another item. Battery acid. Elemental procs reduce your ability cooldown by 5%. Plus 20% damage resistance from enemies beyond 10 meters. Plus 20% proc damage. I mean, I really could just build myself out as a sniper rifle that hides in the corner of the map and doesn't move. But I feel like we should go for proc damage. Just so my nano damage is a little bit stronger. We're at Sector 5 now. We get the same enemy so far. I can just, like, line you guys up. What? I'm frozen too, but I'm also invincible. All right, down you go. It's a new gun. But Joe, stop looking at guns mid-combat. That's not good for you. Also, aim down the sights. You do more damage. There we go. It's okay. I'm a mess, just like when I play the regular Deadzone Rogue. Got better boots. Oh, maybe they're just showing exactly the element that's in my hands right now. I guess not. What are the odds of every single piece of gear I'm finding being nano damage? This is Void Tendrils. I do like the Void Tendrils. Pick that up. You're gonna have tentacles. And then this is the Harrier, a burst fire rifle that rewards accuracy at medium range. Level 4. It's not the right element, it's the magnetic element. All right, let's go ahead and keep what we've got. Grab another item here. Bullet Seeder. Scrap pickups replenish 1 bullet to your magazine, plus 5% reload speed per kill, resetting after reloading. After aiming, your next shot deals 20% damage and consumes no ammo. Dude, give me that. Give me a sniper. Someone give me a sniper.
Some kind of observation tech.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy crap. Wait a second. You have the answer for this. But that answer only lasts so long until you go on cooldown. Okay. The turrets you want to shoot in their little turret groin area, because that is their weak spot. And you, I'm just going to run up here and do this. I feel like that force field can be so cheesy at times. But it's okay, I like being cheesy. Berserker, plus 50% melee damage. By holding down the melee button, your melee attacks can be chained into a multi-strike combo? Dude, I'm not building anything worthwhile here.
The Skylift was part of the
But that's so cool.
company mission.
Yeah, same company. Private space exploration.
And the resort hotel.
Our CEO was a spare no expense kind of guy.
Well, that explains the beaches on the colony ship.
While your shield is recharging, gain 4,000 armor until you are hit. The hit does not halt the recharge. Access crit chance above 100% boosts crit damage by the overflow. 25% chance for your ability to explode twice. I feel like I should go ahead and get the plutonium ore for survivability. Oh, katana!
Down here too.
Oh, we got a better warrior. It's not the right element, but first off, we're grabbing the katana. It can proc amplifier. That's also last off. That's all I can afford. But you know what? That's fine. I'm not upset about it. I could try to re-roll the elements of my guns, but I think everything's pretty good right now. I do need another sidearm, because my sidearm sucks, but I'm just going to hope we can find a good one in combat. So katana, we got a 4-hit combo. Hold on a second. I just want to try this out. I'm going to go in guns blazing. Oh, no, no, no. We got bombs. Toss this. So now I am invincible, because that was almost really bad. Those guys have force fields. And let's just stab you. We might have to segue into a melee build, because this is just too cool. What do we drop over here? Other gloves? They are higher level. More melee damage. Yeah, I'm going to take that. And I'm going to be very happy. Enemies spread elemental debuffs over 8 meters on death. Elemental debuffs deal 20 damage per second. Stagger enemies within 5 meters of your dash. Give me the dash cam. Oh, you can see it go off too. So that shield needs to go down. That's a bomb. I'm going to go ahead, push you. Now while I'm invincible. The timing wore off, but that's okay. Now let's go in. And the thing too is that because this is nano, I should start healing myself. Hopefully. Hypothetically. Yeah, a little bit. 51 health. And then, of course, you know, they drop the healing orbs on occasion. That's more melee damage. Finally, we got a better sidearm. plus 20% proc chance within 10 meters. Gain 10% dodge chance, plus 5% elemental damage for 10 seconds when killing an enemy affected by an elemental debuff. Give me the proc chance. I'll take that. Whoa.
Good thing I'm
Whoa, that's a loot goblin.
not
Hold on a
afraid
second.
of heights.
Okay, we got it. We got the golden loot. I did not expect that. And so I can open this up. We got an imprint. Increase the amount of scrap dropped by enemies. I don't know if that takes effect right now. I don't see anything that says imprints. I see my items and my superior items. Wow, they really made this HUD look a lot cleaner. It's the Revenant. That is better for accuracy. It's a highly accurate semi-automatic rifle. It does have the right element. We have a higher proc chance. Yeah, let's grab this. We had all these bombs. I didn't use a single one of them. It's okay, we got a little too excited. Specialization, ward. Plus 30% energy ward damage. Is this another element? Plus 1 skirmisher chases sentinel. The skirmisher sentinel is a mid-range fighter that can boost the fire rate of nearby allies by 20% for 4 seconds. Okay, I'll take the ally. Got myself a robot. And those are going to be the 3 main perks. We've got Nano, we got Berserker, and we've got the Sentinel.
What the?
Oh, that's an enemy.
The construction workers?
Yeah, we found them.
Yeah, this is going to be a boss fight. All right. Well, then let's try to knock out this turret first. Oh, I was expecting you to just hang there. We got ads. Toss that forward. I might want to go ahead and see how much damage I can not do to you melee-wise. Holy crap. Ads are back. Shoot that forward. Keep moving, keep moving. All right, shields are up. Try to grab all the healing that they drop. Get some damage in you. And just stay behind these poles. I feel much slower in this room for some reason. I'm not sure why. Die! It worked! That was ballsy, but... More melee damage, more companion damage. So the gear that we're getting is now scaling directly towards the upgrades we've picked. That's why. It just depends on my perks. That's a cool change. I do appreciate that. I think that's all the gear we got, right? Get some gloves. More companion damage, less melee damage, but we get more armor out of it, which I think we desperately need right now. So we can get a sniper sentinel, a long-range fighter that deals extra damage to elite enemies. It can fire a stun shot that stuns enemies and increases their incoming damage by 15% for 1 second. Why do you got the logo below the art? Plus 30% melee damage. Successful melee strikes supply a stack of Blood Frenzy, granting melee damage for 3 seconds. Up to 5 stacks can be applied at once, and application refreshes the duration of all stacks. More nano damage. Infect now restores 3 health when the affected enemy is slain. All of these are good. I like the idea of having a sniper robot, but I think it's not going to help me as much as I'm hoping. I'm going to grab more healing with nano. Because so far, everything I've got is nano, and I think I just paused the game in the middle of a cutscene.
My head. What the hell? There's biomass in my suit. Oh, shit. Shit. No. I dropped him into deep space. some post-clone issue.
Oh, we're infected with something. We got an item shop. Oh, this is cool. So we really want to save our money, so we could just buy items. Plus 20% movement speed and fire rate for 3 seconds after a dodge. Melee strikes increase melee swing speed by 10% for 3 seconds. We have to get that. You can only buy one? Well, I mean, I'm not regretting it because that was definitely the best one. We've got an Energy X, the Warbringer. I think I'm going to stick with what we got. Let's level up my Revenant. Let's also increase the quality of my Katana. Let's level it up. We need to get a stronger energy ward, but the effect of making me invincible is already super useful. I also probably should have bought some health, but it's okay. We'll heal up. Are we going to a new biome now?
Opening 2036, Skylift Resort. They expected tourists to come to a space elevator.
Robot Ronin. Exhibit opening 2036. We're not that much in the future. I don't know. With all this tech, don't know if I can believe
Robot
that.
Ronin. Oh yeah, wasn't that some kind of streaming show?
Unless that's just a really, really old poster. All right, I don't think I want to mess with. We got the exploding spiders. We got a bunch of new enemies right off the bat. And there's not a really good spot to fight besides right here. So we're gonna hide in this corner, shoot them down, hopefully heal up a little bit with nanos. And if they get close, we bust out the katana. That's the plan. Wait, can I name the robot? Because his name right now is just name. Oh, let's get all this stuff, man. We got that big spider bot to deal with, too, that luckily has not discovered me. It's another axe. This is way stronger. It's not the right element, but try it out. We get repulsion. Level 7 boots, more companion damage, melee damage, nano proc damage. All right, so I'm gonna get right around the corner here. I'm gonna use my force field. All right, that's down. Let's run. Holy crap. It's okay. He was too big to navigate the corner. It's the problem with being too girthy, man. There's always risks, there's always rewards. Targeting array. 15% stagger chance on weak point hits, plus 30% melee damage after dashing, more reload speed, more damage resistance after reloading. Let's go melee. So I want to make sure there's nothing new here. Just so we got no surprises. This is by far the enemy I'm the most worried about, alongside this guy, just because their burst potential is going to be insane. You're not that bad. You just slow me down. But it doesn't look like we've got a really good spot here to start the fight. I'm thinking right here. Dodge the missile. Exactly what I thought. It's too strong, man. Few more shots. Watch out behind. Run forward. Go for the melee. Nice. Sometimes, you know, I just have to talk myself through what I'm doing so I actually do it. Otherwise, I'm just panicked. On the corner, who are you? No, you're the exploding one! I knew that the whole time! There goes half my health. You doing okay, name? Oh, you're the big guy. Okay, I need to move. Now, there's something over here. I can aim through the wall and see that it is another one of these exploding spiders. So let's go right here, shoot it down. Success! We're actually using our brain this time. And this will give me way better stats. Holy crap. We're sitting on that dinky armor for so long. It's lightning. I never really find myself swapping between my two weapons much in this game. There's a few different perks that really specialize in juggling guns, but unless I have that perk, I just kind of pick my favorite. Larger magazine capacity. More damage on elemental debuffs. While your ability is on cooldown, gain crit chance and crit damage. Let's do that because the cooldown for my ability is insanely long. 15 seconds.
Okay.
What?
This is what I'm talking about.
Wait, can I dance? Hit the floor.
10. What the hell are you doing?
I was seeing if I knew how to dance.
Well, mystery solved. You do not.
All right, so there's not a bunch of enemies in here, which means these spawners are gonna end up going crazy. I don't know what that is. So that's one thing off the top of my head I feel like Deadzone Rogue could incorporate, like jump pads or teleporters, things that really make the battleground interesting, stuff you'd find in like Doom or Quake. The gunplay is really solid, but I think that would just add an extra element to it. All right, you I've never seen before. So I'm going to stand right here, and I'm going to force field you. Now you're dead. There's the melee guy. He's dealing with name right now. Oh, he's done dealing with name, but he didn't jump off the map. He's jumping towards me. All right, these guys with the shields, we can only kill through grenades or melee. So I need to close that gap. This really wasn't that bad. More ad spawn done. Go for the coveted crotch shot. Works every time. These guys are robots. They got no junk. Oh, that's a purple gun. This music is not fitting the mood. Oh, you guys shoot some heavy-powered laser beams. You're behind me. You gotta go down. And I think that's it. Just these guys, and then someone on my left. Oh, no, you're spawning. No wonder it's not ending. This is the Warbringer. More weak point damage, and it refunds bullets. Yeah, but it could be upgraded to legendary, but it's not going to be the nano element. I'm not really noticing much from nano besides me just getting some passive healing. Sniper, Swarm Lord. After a swarm or amplifier has its duration extended 3 times, it becomes evolved. When evolved, Swarm and Amplifier deal 50% damage. Now, I'm going to grab the Blood Frenzy we didn't get last time for the extra melee power.
Talon 1310. Oh, you hive-minded asshole. You're supposed to be on your way to Mars.
We are. However, a small part of us also remains with you. We are connected.
What the hell? You're in my suit? We had a deal.
Necessary. Monarch is a threat to all organic life.
You tried to harvest us.
We have moved past that. We are why Monarch failed to hack your suit. Have you even said thank you?
Ten, are you talking to yourself?
Moved past it. We'll talk later. Just don't. Just don't.
Interesting.
We'll refrain from doing it.
That's the final boss of the first game. You had a decision where you could spare them and make a deal to make them leave Earth alone, or you could blow them up and kill yourself in the process. But I think the canon ending is that you spared them. Otherwise, of course, we wouldn't be alive for a sequel. More crit damage for 2 seconds after landing a crit. 2.5% damage for 5 seconds after reloading for each bullet that was reloaded. Higher proc chance for each bullet missing from your magazine. I feel like I should go ahead and just do the Space Whiskey so we can start staggering crits. This is the Rattler. I kind of want to give this gun a shot, but it's not the right element. It does do Mark. Energy Ward. Special offer. It does have Swarm. It's level 7. We can boost it up to legendary. It's going to take all of my money. And then we got another katana. It's so much better than what I got. Let's go for the energy ward. Let's do that. We can also level up my helmet. And I would say that was pretty worthwhile. We're still only halfway through the run. So we have a lot of opportunities to boost up our character. This seems like a perfect starting spot. So I'm just going to go guns blazing. I'm sorry, I was distracted by the fact that it was raining indoors for a second, but that's because there's no roof. Okay, we got the healer bots. Out of my face. They're all gonna start funneling through now. But that's fine, I'm ready for them. Throw this. So one thing I'm doing often with the melee, I get really into it and I just mash the button as fast as I can. That actually cancels the combo. Oh, hey, we got this gun. The Rattler. It's ice damage. I can try to reroll the element. This gun seems way too good for the build I'm going into. So let's try this out. Plus, being able to move on the fly while aimed down, I think is going to be huge for us. Let's move over here and get behind. There we go. And then I'm just going to save up some money if I can. These boots are higher level, but they're worse rarity, so I'm not going to bother. Powder keg. Plus 50% explosion radius from exploding barrels. Don't really care about that. More ammo after dashing. I do like that. Or more damage to elites. Let's go for the elites. I'd rather kill them before I can actually figure out what they can do. Oh, this is a nice spot. Just a dead end with 2 enemies in here? Yeah, we're definitely starting in here. All right, guys, get out of here. Do your route. Nothing to see here. Dude, I forgot how much I love ice in this game. Probably my favorite element. Doing ice into like a melee shotgun build is so incredibly satisfying. Also, this gun is awesome. All right, you frozen? Go for the weak spots. Let's hide behind this. Okay, throw out the force field so I don't take any damage. You're about to be frozen here in a second. You finally got a better melee weapon. I wonder what the combo's like for the knife. Because it seems like every single weapon's got a different attack string. It is the correct element. It's also level 8 compared to my level 5 katana. And we get more damage the more money we have. It's a 3-hit combo. And same level, wrong element. It feels like we're already halfway through, and there's so many more upgrades we can get for the perks. We're not going to get anywhere close to maxing these out. I wonder if that's intentional. Because in the first game, you could just get absolutely busted by leveling up everything. Maybe it wants you to be a little bit more intentional this time around. Plus 30% damage to ranged enemies, larger explosion radius, health orbs restore shields. If I get the damage to ranged enemies, that means we've got it on both ranged and melee. Let's do that. I'm not really too worried about my... Holy crap, what is that?
Thank God it never opened.
I mean, this area in general looks cool. I like all the different little rooms. But I don't know where I want to start this fight. All right, let's start with you. One shot, one kill. Is it too early to say this is my favorite gun? Because it is so satisfying. Whoa, what's happening? Enemies are spawning in. We got weird energy pulses. It's got to be the tall things doing that. We got to knock them down somehow. You're frozen. You're dead. Yeah, keep moving, Joe. Oh, they got so much health. They got so much health. Force field. Let's move back this way. And just keep working on the ads, because I'm assuming there's a limit to the amount of ads we got. These guys also don't really chase me down, which is fine. Now I can go in here. Force field. Just stab you guys down. Awesome. Now let's take a look at all the goodies we got. Man, I like my boots. I'm keeping my boots. This is a sidearm? It is. Correct element and everything. More damage for the more money we got, and a chance to refund bullets. I'm reading these as if I'm actually going to use this gun. I mean, I might get desperate. And I think finally we've got another perk. Brutal Finish. The final strike in your melee combo deals 30% damage and stuns targets. Each stack of Blood Frenzy now lasts 5 seconds and grants melee attack speed. So if we have a really big, chonky enemy, I can just keep stabbing them at light speed if we keep going into melee. It actually seems really funny. Swarm Lord, I think, will give us more of a chance to survive. Yeah, let's evolve our Swarm and Amplifier effects. Why not? I have no synergy in this build. Considering we started with marksmanship and then went straight into lifesteal melee, the Sentinel kind of works.
There's biomass in my suit. I think it's protecting me somehow.
Plus 30%
Probably
chance to
the
do
clone may
100%
too.
ability damage.
Okay, weird. I mean, not the weirdest thing you've ever said, but...
Yeah.
50% chance to replenish 20% ammo when you proc an element. Or immune to all damage for 2 seconds after consuming a health orb. Give me that. The Artificial Heart. No one make any jokes. Breach Hammer. This is new. It's the right element. It's got Swarm. This is like a big, beefy hammer. That's the Rattler. That's what we already have. It is also not the right element. All right, I want to buy this hammer. I want to see what this can do. And I need to try to re-roll this. Re-roll it one more time. We did not get the right element. I could buy another one and then re-roll it again. Repulsion. Singularity. All right. That's fine. We did not get Swarm or Amplifier, unfortunately. Okay. I guess let's just boost up our gear and run it. Yeah, here we go. Honestly, they did a really good job bringing in more melee weapons. That was one thing the first game was lacking. Another explodey ball. We got the melee dudes. Oh, not this thing. So he explodes, and his body drops turrets all over the board. So we need to watch out for those. We're definitely going to start in here. I'm going to punch you. Down you go. And if you want to come my direction, we can knock you out in this hallway, make my life way easier. About to be frozen. Eventually, please. Hold on, swap guns. I didn't realize how long it takes that rifle to reload. An obscene amount of time. Okay, this is really bad. Name, help me out. I'm going in. All right, he's dead. All right, let's reload this. Yeah, in the heat of the moment, that is terrible. In that tiny room with the melee guy, that was a death sentence. Let's move over here. Gotta get that shield out. You're a missile launcher. Dude, the splash damage is nuts. It's not safe. I don't trust it. Run. Man, the difficulty increase in this room is nuts. It's another missile. All right, we can see where he is. Shoot that. He's frozen. Shoot that one behind. Okay. And all we have left is this spider bot. You got this, Name. Get him. One-on-one. Battle bots. All right, there was some loot in this room that I don't think I looked at because I was way too panicked. It's level 9. Yeah, these gloves are way better. Do that for sure. We get so much more armor for this, but we would lose melee damage just a little bit. We get more nano proc chance. Yeah. This is better. Even if the rarity's lower, I'm surprised it's that much better. Plus 80% damage while hip firing. Reflect 250% of damage taken back to the attacker. More armor when your shields are not broken. Huh. I don't have a ton of shields. I've only got 20. Let's go with the padding. Oh, boy. I mean, the good news is when we die, we'll be able to unlock a ton of meta progression. This is one big arena. I really have no options here. There's so many giant enemies. All right. I wish you weren't here, because that would be my #1 spot to want to hide in. What else is around the corner? That's an exploding spider? All right. We have to try this now. Man. Can I still pick these up? I can. All right, so let's bring this right here. Drop that. We're calculating a master plan right now. Are there any other canisters? It does not look like it. There's that one right there. And this is the fire one, so it's going to launch him across the map. It never kills them when I use this. All right, it is time. It is time. All right, it's dead. Exploding spider is chasing me, and he has a healer behind him. Oh my god. All right, get ready. Shoot that. Go back inside. No! Dude. That got insane, man. I knew as soon as that spider got attached to the healer and I wasn't going to be able to kill it, that I was going to get chased out of that hole. And so I was hoping I could turn around. But then I also knew you had that machine gunner there. Then you had all the purple explosions. You had the turret launcher. There were so many things that my brain could not analyze which one I needed to attack first. I just wanted to get away from the spider. Oh, we got upgrades now. We're level 6, so, or about to be level 6. Select an imprint. Increase health. Gun damage. Oh, is that it? Oh, we can upgrade these. So we can level up my gun damage and my health. And I guess that's all we can do so far. Guys, sorry for the abrupt ending here. I was in the middle of playing another run when they closed me out of the playtest. I was playing it early. I guess they're getting it prepped for the launch on August 20th. So now we just get to close out here on my beautiful Steam dashboard. This game was a ton of fun, man. I knew it was going to rock. I went into that run with no plan, and I just wanted to see all the cool stuff. And so, really, I know some people are going to be like,
Joe, you built terribly. You got this one element, didn't use that element. You went sniper to melee.
Well, yeah, if you're given a katana, a battle hammer, all these crazy mechanics, I just wanted to see what they all did. And I actually really enjoyed some of the new additions they put into Deadzone Rogue 2. They didn't really reinvent the game, but they put a few spins on it to make it feel new, and I appreciated that. If you guys really enjoyed Deadzone Rogue 2, if this video does well, make some noise down below, hit that like button. We can follow it up and do a complete run because we only made it to stage 18 out of 30. There's a ton of game left, and there's also 3 different side missions you can end up playing in this playtest too. So if you guys enjoyed, like always, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that sub button, man, because we are pushing to 200K. We are so close. Be part of the motion, the schmovement, the motion. I can't talk anymore. I'm tongue-tied. I've been shooting things all day long, so have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys next time. Take care.